Across the world, we gather. Across the world, we learn. From each other, about each other, with each other.
With this quarantine, I'm not going stir crazy because I also have this little fluff ball.
Got a desk set up here with my laptop on a stand, a bit of paper on the side.
It was my first experience pitching to a real client.
In my mind, this is a fast track to these people being our industry leaders of the future.
Having studied and getting the knowledge here, and transferring it back to the community is just a way of saving people's lives, Saving people's lives doesn't mean that someone is going to die and you're saving it. No. Somebody might be in a very bad, hard situation, but due to my knowledge, I can help him.
You are now a part of a graduate network that spans across the globe. Make sure you leverage it and connect with your fellow alumni.
When you're out in the industry, it doesn't matter what year you graduated. It doesn't matter how old you are. Because when it comes out to the industry and we're networking with each other, we can all have like-minded skills.
When it's a no-brainer and it's in your blood and it burns and it's what you know and it's what you love, and you wake up in the morning, you think about it, and you just have to do it at all costs. You do it. You're unstoppable at it.
I encourage you to keep persevering, don't give up, and have fun along the way. I did.
Good evening, graduates, friends, family, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the Torrens University Australia 2022 graduation ceremony. I'm Melinda Coombs, Design Success Coach in the Creative and Technology vertical at Torrens University. You're about to witness a ceremony that has its origins in medieval times, and it continues to carry importance and even sacredness today. So before we commence, I ask that you all set your mobile phones to silent or turn them off. Graduations are a wonderful day of celebration, and not just for our graduands, but for their families and friends. And this includes little children. So the smaller ones may make some noise during the ceremony, and we do ask that everyone is patient and kind. Please feel free to take photographs after the ceremony, but we do ask that you do not interrupt the formal proceedings with requests for private photography when the graduands are being presented with their awards. Please now be upstanding for the academic procession. Please be seated. Torrens University is proud to have campuses all around Australia and students all around the world. We always begin by acknowledgement of lands, culture, waterways, tradition and country. Today we meet on the lands of the Kulin Nation. We acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we meet, the peoples of the Kulin Nation. We also pay respects to their elders past and present. With over 350 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students and growing, we also acknowledge other First Nations people, and we do this with a sense of our core value, to begin and end with people. We welcome Zoy Frangos, Gumanjak Wemba Wamba Man, and leading Australian opera music theatre artist to acknowledge country and to perform the national anthem.
Nyainjek Zoy Frangos, Gurn Janyuk Wudshu Chanjek, Wemba Wamba Kurek, Kleanjek Bunwarong and Wurundjeri Mim, Nyanya Kulikurek Kalenchera, Bunwarong and Wurundjeri Parombok. I would like to acknowledge the Boonwurrung and Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians of the land that we meet on today, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. And I would also like to acknowledge my own ancestors, the Gumjanyuk Wemba Wamba people. It is my pleasure to perform for you today the Australian National Anthem with alternative lyrics by Judith Durham, Culture Edwards, Lou Bennett, Camilla Chance, and Bill Horitz.
Australians, let us stand as one upon this sacred land. A new day dawns, we're moving on to trust and understand. Combine our ancient histories and cultures everywhere to bond together for all time to advance Australia fair. With joyful hearts then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Yes, friends, please be seated. I'm Helmut Lueckenhausen, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Global Academic. On behalf of Torrens University Australia, I declare this ceremony for the conferral of degrees open. Let me add to the acknowledgement that the traditional custodians of the land in which we meet and pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging. We are very proud of our commitment to First Nations people and First Nations communities. Now, it's my great pleasure to be here today and to welcome you on this very special occasion. This is an extraordinary moment in our calendar. This is the 4th graduation ceremony over 4 days. and these are the first that we've held since 2019. We're thrilled to be here at an in-person, face-to-face graduation ceremony. This is the smallest of the ones I've witnessed. This morning had 500 students and the hall was full to the back. But as a designer, I have to confirm that it's not the smallest qualitatively. I extend a warm welcome to our graduands and their families, friends, our academics, staff and invited guests. Many of you graduands have survived the incredible roller coaster of lockdowns and adopted measures to manage your way through the COVID-19 pandemic. Today we honour you. We congratulate you. We thank you. It's a momentous achievement to graduate in any circumstance, but especially in this context. You should be proud of the achievement, and indeed we at Torrens are very proud of you. Torrens University is proudly a university for the future. We're fueled by our vision to be connected to the world for good. What drives each and us every day are our values: to begin and end with people, to be good, be bold, be creative, be well, and be global. Now, these are just words on paper, of course, until they're acted on. It's been you, our graduands, who have carried Torrens University's values with you and shared them to create a vibrant community, and we trust you'll continue to do so as you either embark on or continue your careers. Graduands, today's ceremony is not only a chance to celebrate your success and triumphs, but a moment to reflect on all the hard work and determination it has taken to get you here. Today we join in acknowledging that hard work, the sacrifice, the personal dedication, and the drive that brings us all to this moment. Congratulations, graduands. Now we must, and we also like, to acknowledge the support that has helped you along the way. So to all the family and friends with us here today, and to those who could not be here in person, thank you. Thank you for the encouragement you've offered, and in many cases for the sacrifices you have made in supporting our graduands. So it's now my great pleasure to welcome our guest speaker today, Simon Goodrich, co-founder at Portable. Simon Goodrich is a co-founder of Portable, a purpose-driven digital design agency with a mission to address social need and policy failure using human-centred design and technology. Since 2006, Portable has delivered over 800 digital and design projects in the impact areas of justice, mental health, and government transformation. It is a pleasure to have Simon share his story with us. Please join me in welcoming Simon Goodrich.
Thanks for the opportunity of presenting today. It's a great honour to be here with you. I too would like to acknowledge the lands in which we're meeting today, that of the Wurundjeri and Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, and to reflect that within metres of here, like less than a kilometre, you've had the part of the Yarra River where the brackish waters met the fresh water, which was the bottom of Queen Street. So it's always been a really important meeting place for Indigenous nations over many, many millennia, and it's, I think, quite fitting that we're here today in a setting. I too would also like to pay respects to elders past, present and emerging. You live in a time that has to embrace change. The world when you entered this course is very different to the one that you're in now, and it will continue to change. Lean into it. Nothing is static, and I think you know this better than most that this is our new normal. The rest of the world is really just playing catch-up. Life is always happenstance. That you're able to be studying in Australia in this time, the lottery of life has already turned in your favour. On my own journey, I've learned to embrace the need for change. In 2006, I set up Portable, the company I'm still with today, and really proud that we've got a team operating in every state and territory with over 75 people. And when we set up, we were really interested in the intersection of technology and design, and still are. But at the time, it was the video iPod. Yes, that's not a mistake. I didn't say iPhone. That came later, but that had been released in 2005. And we saw an opportunity for film content on these portable devices. And that was the birth of the Portable Film Festival. This was also the year that I was getting married. I'd had headaches throughout that year, and I thought that it had to do with stress due to setting up a new business and planning for a wedding. On our honeymoon, the pain continued, and I knew it was more than work-related. We flew home early, and I admitted myself to the emergency ward on New Year's Eve at the Royal Melbourne Hospital. Within a day, I was told I had a brain tumour and then informed it was large, bigger than a golf ball, and in quite a challenging spot. I was to get to surgery as soon as I could. My case was given to the top surgeon. It was one of those hard ones. And by the end of January, I had the operation in place. Not all went to plan. I had a brain bleed, effectively a stroke, and had to have another brain surgery operation the following day. I was in intensive care and high dependency for over a month. I was alive, but no one really knew what the recovery was going to look like. I had to learn to eat and walk again, and that took time. Due to the stroke, I lost hearing in my right ear, and to this day live with permanent tinnitus and facial pain. Getting out of the hospital ward and into the rehab facility was one of the best times of my life. I had one goal: get better. I was able to do this, and within 2 months I was out. And the day I left rehab, I went to the office on the way home. At the time, Portable, we were above a tattoo shop on Goodrich Street, and I walked up the steps slowly, and I still remember it now. It took a while, but I did it. I was really determined to do this part. I'd just been getting back to learning how to walk again, and having the balance and so forth was really quite challenging. But I was really determined to do it. I didn't know what the brain tumour meant beyond using it as a driver to get better. Being able to get back to work meant being normal, and that was a strong motivation. Fast forward 10 years. I lived life, built out Portable. We set up shop in New York, got to go to fancy dinners all over the world, which was fun, had 2 kids, travelled the world. But doing the things people should be doing in life. And after a lot of pain in my back, first going to the physio, then getting a new bed, which didn't solve the problem, then thinking I should get another MRI, the surgeon found 2 spinal tumours. More actually, but 2 that needed to be removed. And at that point for me was recognising that this was a pattern. I hadn't processed what the initial brain tumour meant. It didn't define me. But from that point, I was able to place the jigsaw together of what I had. These 2 surgeries were not as dangerous. It wasn't brain surgery. But I was told after that one of them I had a 50% chance of total paralysis during the actual surgery itself. And it was harder now. I had kids, and trying to explain to them what this process meant made me reflect more on the gravity of my situation. Beyond this, I came to understand what I had: von Hippel-Lindau disease, a rare proto-cancer where my body grows tumours in the brain and spine, as well as eyes, livers, and other areas. It now had a name, and I knew that having surgery to remove tumours will be with me for the rest of my life. Each time a risk, each time mentally and physically preparing. It wasn't just getting better, it was working to develop a practice to continue to get better repeatedly and improve every time. In 2020 and 2021, I had my 3rd brain and then 3rd spinal surgery to remove tumours again. I wasn't expecting this news, not fearing it, just not concerning myself with it. It got to the point that even after my brain surgery in February last year, I forgot that I'd been told about my spinal tumour operation. I got that surgery done in December. Throughout all of this and COVID, I'd been getting into running. I'm not quick, I'm certainly not athletically gifted, but I like the challenge and the pursuit. Post my brain surgery last year, I was running after 7 weeks and did 22 kilometres 7 weeks after that. I was in wonderment my body could do this at all. And even after my recent surgery, which was on the first day of summer, I was running by the end of the season, and I've been running every other day since. Through all these surgeries, I've been able to better understand what it is and how to respond. A core part of this is an awareness that there is not a lot of this I can control. I can control how I respond to a situation, how I prepare, how I show up, and how I commit to recover. Each time, there are risks: death, paraplegia, losing cognitive function, not being able to eat again, and each time I reflect on what I can control. Through it all, I've worked to get better, get back to work, and get back to fitness. I've refined how to bounce back and continue to do this each day. I lean into it and look forward to it and how to do it better. Health and work, they seem so different, but they are interlinked. It's life, and I think of the motto of this university, of Be Well, one of the values of Torrens, which was made by students, and such an important mantra to reflect on one's both mental and physical health. In terms of advice I have for you, for all going out into the world, master what you can control. Let go of what you can't. It's up to you to show up. It's up to you how you respond to rejection and success. They are two sides of the same coin. Learn the process to keep trying and iterating. Be curious and learn from others. This, to me, is the heart of the creative process. Keep at it. Be interested in others, interested in learning, solving problems. By doing this, you will never be out of demand. And don't stop learning here. Use this time to help you hone your practice. Use it to teach you how to learn. As designers, it's important to work with people. Stay curious of what motivates others. Be bold. You don't know when this will all end or when you need a pivot. Work can provide you purpose. You can create this environment. Get to know yourself and what matters to you. Through my own condition, I've faced many times, is this the end? And that can really help frame an experience. Having a purpose is good. It can give you meaning. Don't expect to find it tomorrow, but do look for it. Be curious. Try a few things on. Having a purpose makes the setbacks easier and gives more meaning to your wins after the initial euphoria of them has disappeared. I found it important for my work. Our work at Portable, where we seek to respond to social need and policy failure using design and technology. We look in areas such as justice, mental health, health and government. Every time we dig, we see so much more to be done. I reflect on Torrens' own value of be good, of merging both business and purpose. And by doing good, we can enable good in our community and the world. Personally, for me, finding purpose is the North Star. Prior to that above realisation, I struggled for many years of what it was. Work felt hollow and transactional at times, and it was hard to be fully engaged. And when you're not fully engaged, it's really telling. People pick up on it. Same as when you are engaged. This is when people want to be around you and want to work with you. I even reflect up here on the value on these banners. Love what you do. You know, I think it's a really sort of telling mantra that one should seek towards. So for each of us, this is a personal journey, and there is no right answer. Just being authentic to you. So go forth. Don't waste a day. Use your skills and seek out the opportunities that matter to you. The world is teeming with them. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Simon, for your observations and the comments you've made this evening, which are as harrowing as they were interesting. Simon, you began speaking about the influence of technology in and on design, and I thought, yep, I'm comfortable with that. But then your health crisis and your ongoing survival challenge made us realise you were sharing with us your determination, and determination per se, as being key to that process, and that it reaffirms the growing realisation of the need to prioritise what really matters. Keep doing what really matters, and to let the other stuff go. And you also reminded us that focused work can provide the framework for negotiating personal and professional space through engagement. And for that intelligence and that shared experience, we thank you very much. We will now proceed to the next part of the ceremony, in which we recognise your academic achievements. And to help do that, I call on Michael Reid, board member of Torrens University Australia, to confer the awards.
I'm very pleased to be here this afternoon and have pleasure in certifying that the candidates present and those listed as in absentia have fulfilled the conditions prescribed for the award of their degrees, diplomas and certificates, and are entitled to be admitted to the rank, privileges and responsibilities of those awards. Will the graduands who have qualified for the various awards please stand? There we go. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Governing Board of Torrens University Australia, I confer the degrees, diplomas and certificates for which you and those listed as in absentia have qualified. Please be seated. I call upon Professor Scott Thompson-Whiteside, Executive Dean, Design and Creative Technology at Torrens University Australia, to present the graduates.
Thank you, Michael. On behalf of the Design and Creative Technology faculty at Billy Blue College of Design, Torrens University, I present to you the graduates who are receiving the following awards. For the Diploma of Communication Design, Christine Guy-Rossi. For the Diploma of Design, Bu Park Kum. Calista Louise Winter. Hayley Ann Belfrage. For the Diploma of Digital Media Design, Jason Giovanni Fadil. For the Diploma of Graphic Design, Andrew Kilgour. Gail Marianne Miranda Delgadillo. Jessica Fisher. Kimberly Rochelle Day. Laura Nunn. Melanie Kate Pierce. Wan Hong Pham. Renee Cassidy Duncan. Sival Biyan. Chantal Febrio. Vanessa Amy Peterson. Vincent Carlo Rivera. For the Diploma of Interior Design and Decoration, Aaron Michael Du. Amy Louise Coleman. Arti Nijawan. Asu Altintash. Bianca Robertson. Brittany Jane Ward. Chelsea Roxanne Loudon. Chutikan Punpokha. Dominga Wimalratna. Elizabeth Faith Cross. Erin Victoria Sabore Soares. Jennifer Ann Cameron. Lindsay Crumins. Morgan Kelsey Cassis. Nadia Mosca. Nadia Tavella. Nicholas Zakadi. Sumitra Kumara Pathirana. Tamara King. Tara Forbes. Tristan June Garces. Tiana Rose Atom. Uma Gunasakera. Veronica Skeven. For the Diploma of Photo Imaging, Anfal Amajidi. Donna Marie Logan. For the Associate Degree of Branded Fashion Design, Meredith Hall. For the Associate Degree of Communication Design and Diploma of Design, Stelis D. Rosario. For the Bachelor of Branded Fashion Design, Anastasia Anastopoulos, pardon me. Camilla Pisoni. Danielle Louise Duan. Deborah Peritin. Emma Jane Fabris. Olivia May Cullen. Paige Smith. Zainirusi Rarazeh. Yolanda Marimo. For the Bachelor of Communication Design, Alice Huang. Arne de Hoop. Anthony William Rennick. Britt Westerway. Elise Hanskamp. Jennifer Harlow. Miriam Hall. Natuan Plongtong. Olivia Coughlin. Phoebe Joy Simpson. Rachel Boa. Simon Breese. Travis John Nesbitt. For the Bachelor of Design, Communication Design and Diploma of Design, L. Nicolau Abdo. For the Bachelor of Communication Design and Diploma of Graphic Design, Emma Louise Rees. For the Bachelor of Digital Design, 3D Design and Animation, Linda Boutandu. Nasha Rumbizai Chika Igesu. For the Bachelor of Interior Design, Commercial, Adeline Bloke. Ashley Kate Giggins. Bon Hong Lina Yi. Chantal Andrews. Christina Novilla. Ebony Jessica Price. Elaine Liu. Emily Claire Cantarella. Melissa Beale. Ni Yen Vu Pham. Rachel Louise Gibbs. Rebecca Hempel. Sarah Elliott. Sayaka Sasaki. Stina Marie Damsgaard. Sanirisha Meng. For the Bachelor of Interior Design Commercial and Diploma of Interior Design and Decoration, Riham Assad. For the Bachelor of Interior Design Residential, Elise Yagmo. For the Graduate Certificate in UX and Web Design, Francesco Viran. Kirk Satenik. And for the Masters of Software Engineering, Cloud Computing Advanced, Andrei Doshinovsky. To our graduates, do not forget the adage, it takes a village. It is important to recognise that a part of the reason you are graduating today is because of the love, support, teaching and mentoring provided to you. Parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, friends, husbands, wives, children, neighbour, and of course, teachers. We only succeed through the support of others. Graduates, I would now like to ask you to stand and thank each and every one of them with a big round of applause. Please be seated. I now welcome back Professor Helmut Lueckenhausen, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Global Academic, to present Torrens University's Excellence Awards. The Excellence Awards recognise graduates that have excelled in their academic and industry achievements and is selected from all students eligible to graduate here today. Congratulations go to Nadia Tavella, Diploma of Interior Design and Decoration, joint winner of the Design Excellence Awards for Vocational Education. I invite Nadia to the stage, please. Nadia is a dedicated and strong student with the nurturing personality of a natural-born leader. On numerous occasions during the trimester, Nadia would, without question, reassure and assist her peers, which essentially helped during the last few weeks of semester. Nadia maintains strong qualities as a team player, is an approachable leader, and has the humility of a person with a lot to learn. We look forward to seeing Nadia succeed as an interior designer in the near future. Congratulations also goes to Chelsea Loudon, Diploma of Interior Design and Decoration, joint winner of the Design Excellence Awards for Vocational Education. Chelsea has been a high-achieving student from the very start of her studies, showing excellent attention to the minor details that a designer requires to succeed. She was a natural at exploring the design process and communicated her skills through professionally presented unique concepts. Her research and presentation attributes equaled her imagination with her design skills. She pushed herself and really excelled by the end of the course. Chelsea was an absolute pleasure to teach and contributed to the most useful and meaningful content on all forums. Congratulations to also Bonhong Lina Ye, Bachelor of Interior Design Commercial, winner of the Design Excellence Awards for Undergraduate Education. If Lina could join us, please. Lina is a leading example of dedication, curiosity, and humility. Lina places herself front and centre of the class, asking the right questions and absorbing every ounce of detail her lecturer provided her. Lina produced amazing work during her time at Billy Blue and maintains a strong sense of humility when presenting. She possesses the characteristics of a strong designer, qualities of a future leader, and maintains a humble heart. We look forward to seeing more of your work in the field. The Be Good Award recognises graduates that have either developed and implemented a socially responsible initiative or project that has improved the social condition of a group, community, or the environment, or worked extensively with or improved an established socially responsible initiative or organisation. Congratulations go to Britt Westerway, Bachelor of Communication Design winner of the Be Good Award. In her time as a student, Britt has shown how design can be used positively to impact and enhance the lives of those in local communities and beyond. In particular, Britt has advocated for the LGBTQ+ community through the development of strategic design solutions, using her skills in packaging, branding, and visual language to empower and support this group through the transformative power of design. Thank you, Helmut. I would like to extend our congratulations to a number of award winners who were unable to join us today. Ryan Tebb, Kiara Gibson, Ashley Scott, Alex De Silva, Madeline Becroix, Collie Yan Yu Leung, Diploma of Interior Design and Decoration, who were joint winners of the Design Excellence Awards for Vocational Education. Also, Montague Johim, Graduate Certificate of UX and Web Design, who was winner of our Design Excellence Award at the postgraduate level. Please join me in another round of applause for our award winners. I now welcome Simon Breese to deliver the graduate address. Thank you.
Thank you. Greetings to all friends, fellow students, family and faculty. I'd like to start by joining you all in acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nations as the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I respectfully recognise elders past, present and emerging. As creators and communicators of content, we are drawn to story. We are warned by history and inspired by legend. For these reasons alone, it is high time that respect and reconciliation be embraced across our land for the future of all Australians. We cannot see clearly into tomorrow unless we acknowledge the pathways of our past. Which brings me to what led me here tonight, proudly representing a sea of shining minds, a field of dreamers and doers, individuals all joined in the glorious compulsion of creativity. Congratulations to us all for purposefully answering that call. I felt that drive as a child, the need to draw, to write, to let my imagination sup away the hours until I wondered where the day went. Later, I took a strange path through study and art. Strange because the path fell away quite a number of times. Funding cuts killing my part-time studies, 3 years into a four-year course, leaving me with student debt and no formal qualification to help pay for it. After paying that off, my return to study was met with the closure of the college I'd chosen. Caught up in a government decision, the tractor that was meant to steer me forward was sold off into scrap. But giving up was never an option. I landed at Billy Blue just before its merged with Torrens. And one thing that I'd learned from other colleges closing and courses shutting down at other institutions was to seize every learning opportunity Torrens had to give, to create at every chance. Speaking of creativity, how many here have you been asked where you get all your ideas? Have you been looked at like a strange genius, blessed by some strange spirit or some other notion? No. You are here because you have trained to be creative. Everyone can draw, it's just that some of us work and practice at getting better and better, and it's the same with creativity. Creativity is an invisible engine, fueled by experience, learned knowledge, fanciful stories, and then arranged in the wheels and cogs of our imagination. Creativity is a machine with which one of us may change the world, or at least parts of the world around us. And it's appropriate that machines are good at building, because the next wave of creativity is something we are building towards. We are stepping faster and faster towards exponential technological growth, the mythical singularity. The tools and technologies of 10 years ago have already been surpassed 100 times in their power. And civilization will need us, creative machines, to have put that technology to work. And after all, how do we measure the success of a civilization? All of our greatest human achievements in civilization are measured in creativity. No one recalls how wealthy Alexander the Great was, what his investment portfolio entailed. We measure success as a society throughout history by our creative achievements. Saved from the ravages of time within museums and libraries, the billionaires of today and yesteryears all become irrelevant. Greed is unrewarding. It is creativity that truly changes the world. And if the world stopped today, discoverers of our planet would know us best from our art and our design. And indeed, 2 years ago, the world did stop. We had to find new reserves of resilience and flexibility, put our lives on hold, and in some cases at risk. In the midst of a global pandemic, some of us finished our studies into an uncertain future, or were forced to struggle on in an education system that was desperately trying to adapt. But you did it. You're here. If you ever hear the voice of imposter syndrome again, know this: the world stopped and you kept on creating. You are here today because you worked for it. You earned it. Thank you to the teachers that helped guide us here, to the friends and family that had belief in us, and to all my fellow graduates, thank you. You're magnificent. Please join me in a round of applause, not for my words, but for all of us here. Thank you, and congratulations to us all.
Thank you, Simon, for addressing us today. Simon, as we heard, spoke of his need to draw, of our need to draw and to write. Many creatives have felt this irresistible drive. But that requires, as he said, dedication and hard work for it to be realised. He touched on that core blend of innate ability and focused effort required to succeed, and how you managed, I think, the privations of this difficult period over the last few years in making sure that focused effort was applied to that which you've inherited and which is part of you, for this to actually be realised. So congratulations to you all, and I particularly thank Simon for drawing our attention to that again. Okay, so for one more time today, and because you're worth it, I'm going to say to all our new graduates, we're extraordinarily proud of you. And we are. We know how hard you've worked to get to this point, but you've done it, and now it's time to celebrate. And so it's worth remembering, we remember this all the time, that your success is the prime measure of our success. There's no difference there. Every student who does well and succeeds and moves into the world, into their career and into their professional lives, no matter what they go on to do, means we've done something right. And we are proud of the fact that we are able to be proud of you, because it enables us to be proud of ourselves as well. Now, as your careers will no doubt take you to all parts of Australia and the wider world, and possibly already have, please know this: Torrens University Australia hopes to remain a key part of your network. We will continue to support and barrack for you. And we also hope you'll stay in touch with each other and with us through our alumni network. You're now part of our academic family. Having graduated, you are insolubly attached to us. You can go anywhere you like in the world, but you'll remain part of us. A special thank you to all our academic and invited guests. We look forward to celebrating with you. So please join us for refreshments at the conclusion of the ceremony. And by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Governing Board of Torrens University Australia, I close today's ceremony. Now I'm going to shortly ask you to please stand up for the exit of the academic procession, followed by the graduates. I would really like to encourage you to help us out, please, by staying standing next to your seats until the academic procession and the graduates have left the hall, so we can all show our respect for the achievements they have arrived at in processing out of this place. Thank you very much.